Hello. I was hmm, I was trying this as a backdrop. This is the kitchen window. Uh, Ignore the random palm tree. Because I thought actually the view out the window is quite nice, but I mean, it is, it's not bad, is it? But then when I come in here, I make it all about me because it is all about me. Um, the background sort of vanishes. So I don't know. Maybe that hasn't really worked. If I go around this way, look at that wall. Over 2 years I've lived here, and that wall's been like that since day one. Just haven't got around to it. It's just not important to me. Ooh, I look pink. So yeah, this is just a little bit of a catch up. Sorry, can you hear the dripping tap? Something else I haven't got around to. I've got time now. I still have no idea how to fix it. I know it's the washer. I know I have to turn the water off. I know where it is to do that. But I'm really frightened. Once I take that tap off, I'll have no idea about getting it back together again. Because that's me. That's every Meccano, Lego, electric toy, anything I ever took apart, never got back together because I just, or if I did manage to get it back together, it looked kind of right. It didn't work, so I've just always just not because history tells me it's not wise. You can hear me actually. Does it sound slightly better now? Because I really I've just actually had my, I think I had my, what's that called? The heel of your hand. That bit there over the mic. I should go back and check, but so yeah, so we've had an interesting few days. I finished work last Friday, so today is actually Tuesday. I've had 4 trips to the vet with 2 cats. One was just Ace. He worries the base of his tail and gets all scabby, and then the hair starts to fall out. And it happens quite quickly. He goes from 0 to bald in about a 7-day period. And yeah, no easy way to say it. It's because his anal glands need milking. So you have to. Do you know? I don't even know what they do. I don't look. I just give him little kisses and hold him. But because of the whole coronavirus thing, there was procedures, so we had to kind of put the cat carrier down and back away, like it was drugs or a bomb. And then they came out, and they got him, they took him in, and then they left us outside for like 20 minutes, and then came back like, yeah, okay, well, it's this, and this is going to cost this much, and fine. That was Wednesday last week, and then Saturday. I think it was Saturday morning. Was Saturday morning. I was in our toilet, and because of where the trays are downstairs for the various cats and the layout we have, the original 2 boys that are my boys, their trays have always been under the stairs that go down into the basement. When Paul arrived and brought his shadow with him, girl shadow, the place we put her tray was kind of just round the corner from that. But it means if you're sat on our toilet, you look out at it. So, yeah, a bit weird. Anyway, and my shadow, boy shadow, came down and clearly tried to pee and screamed in pain. Now, this must have been a problem for a while, because when I rang the vets, they said this is an absolute dire emergency. You have to bring him now. And then they examined him and said, yes, this was as bad as it could get and still be treatable without an operation that was going to cost somewhere in the region of 1,200 quid. If that was even doable, if I hadn't spotted it, there was a chance that it would have ruptured or whatever and killed him. So it was good. So it's good that he's fine. He's on medication now where we have to open his mouth and syringe stuff in twice a day. That goes well. And he's on medication that goes on his food. So there's a tablet, half a tablet once a day that gets crushed up. He's right in front of me, bless him, look. Shad! Butter wouldn't melt. Little shite. Yeah, so half a tablet crushed up in his food a day, and this kind of stuff I have to syringe onto the food. And I can't smell anything. He obviously can, because he approaches it, I think, and we're struggling to get him to eat, which is brilliant, obviously. On the plus side, I have seen him pee, so I know that's at least clearing. It's interesting because I did wonder if he intentionally got in that tray and tried to pee to show me that there was something wrong, because obviously they can't tell you, can they? I don't know, there's just something about the way he did it, like waited until I was there and visible. What's that? Oh, I've got a photo from Mark. I don't know why I do that. I can clearly just read it without tilting my head when the little thing comes in. So that was, obviously we are still in quarantine. I don't know, that's what the terminology that I see a lot of Americans using, talking about being in quarantine. We're kind of not in quarantine. I don't think that's quite correct, is it? Because if you're in quarantine, like if I moved to the States and the cats were in quarantine, they would be, this is ever so wobbly, I'm so sorry, they'd be kind of locked up in a room, wouldn't you? And yeah, I mean, we are grounded. But you know, we were allowed to go out to shop, we were allowed to go out to exercise. There's no one policing that. There's no one stood outside my door checking I only go out once a day. Today I had to go to get my own medicine, which was interesting. So that was a palaver because I just got it wrong, really. I didn't know what time the doctors closed for lunch. I was wrong about it, so I turned up and they were still shut. And then it turned out that when I went back, I've never had a repeat prescription before, so I didn't know how it worked. I didn't realise I don't deal with the doctor for it, I just deal with the pharmacy. So it was already over at the pharmacy, so all I had to do was go to the pharmacy, who I'd been at or walked past an hour and a half earlier, and could have just got it. But I had a lovely walk in, it was a lovely day, and I went up the woods. There's a clip of that coming shortly. And it was a really nice walk, actually. Went all the way to Asda, which is quite a long way from here. It's like 2.5, nearly 3 miles. Might even be 3 miles. And got there and then went, oh, I haven't got my wallet. Can't buy anything. And I haven't got my phone set up to pay for shit. Maybe I could have done that while I was out. I don't know how that works. Anyway, and the worst part of it was I was trying to go out and play Pokemon, because that's what I used to do a lot when I was working for my lunch. And every time I opened up Pokemon Go, it froze. Completely locked up the entire phone. It was a right palaver to try and deal with. So that was a pain in the ass. Other weird thing, we went to the vets when we went with Ace last week. Getting out the car, there was an area of a car park that was all fenced off, like these big, like 6-foot wire fences. And something hit it. It rattled. I mean, we both jumped out of our skin. The cat was startled. And it was this. Yeah. So it was that. I don't quite know what happened there. I mean, a friend of mine said apparently it's something to do with birds of prey. They attack the pigeons and just chuck them at shit to try and, I don't know, kill them. But we never found the head. There was no head. Head gone. I know we went back with Shadow on Saturday. I didn't go near it, but I could see the body was still there. So yeah, it's weird. It's just the fact that it was clean. No gore and guts. Just headless pigeon full of seed. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Anyway, here's our little trip to Tesco's at the weekend, and then it'll be my little clip of my walk out this afternoon. Have fun, stay in, stay safe, and all that stuff. So there's like lines, and you get your little line to stand behind, and they let so many people in at a time. So we've just had a batch of people go in, so we're next. This is actually a really good idea, but it's just really funny. It just reminds me of queuing for like a roller coaster. This ride had just better be worth it, that's all I'm saying. It's like 6 o'clock in the evening, and this is Tesco's. There's nobody here. It's 6 o'clock and there's nobody here, because this is how they're letting people in and out. So surreal. But everyone's in quite good spirits. You know, we've been having a laugh with the people in the queue, having a laugh with the people socially distanced. They've got loo roll. We don't need loo roll, but they've got some. I'm not buying any. Oh, and it's nice stuff. Oh god, this is really wobbly. I'm doing a terrible job of this.
Then the more traditional ones.
It feels really quiet. It feels like we're in a library. Oh, it does smell nice here though. Oh, this is just really weird. I mean, I've done shopping at Stupid O'Clock at night and it's felt less weird than this. I am alone in a Tesco's. Literally on my own. I don't know if I've ever been completely on my own in a supermarket before. I'm not scared or anything. Oh, no longer alone. Yay. But you've got the lines on the floor. So you have to stay within the lines. Stay in the lines. Oh. Well, I've got a prescription to pick up and the doctors are closed. And then the pharmacy had a massive queue when I walked past it anyway, because they're only allowing 2 people in at a time. So one stands by the door, the other one goes to the counter. So I just thought I'd go for a little walk. I think I've been slightly longer than I anticipated, to be honest, but I've only seen one other person up here. There's a lady walking her dog up there somewhere. It's a nice day. I'm a bit on the knackered side, as you can probably hear. Oh, I just think I climbed mountains in the Alps not that long ago. But that's basically Sloane Up here. Is it? No. That's kind of the beginning of Ustrad, because there's Whoopfinger, there's Penrhys. So that's Sloane Up here down there. That's the start of Ustrad where I live, which carries on kind of through there. And this is where I got lost at Bank Holiday last year. I remember coming through this bit and basically crashing down there through loads of fields to try and find another path, when actually if I just looked down here, that's the one I come from, and it comes out by the college. So I was lost for about an hour. I could have saved myself all that time. But it's lovely up here. And everything's just so quiet.